Alright, so while I'm headed back in, I wanted to do a quick little update. I am out practice fishing. Well, I guess you could call it practice. I'm just fishing, but looking for a spot to find speckled trout because I'm more of a redfish guy. So I'm out here more in open water, as you can see, trying to locate some speckled trout. Let me get my stringer real quick. Found a couple of good ones. All right, so in the tournament, it's going to be obviously your limit, so it's 3. I caught 2 other trout so far. I'm not done. I'm just kind of heading back in from where I'm at, but it's obviously going to be a three trout limit. So it's gonna be the best 3. I don't know how I'm gonna keep them alive because these 2 are already dead on the stringer. So more than likely, I don't have a live well. So until I get to the truck, they're gonna die on me. So hopefully they don't do a bad cut on that. But here's the thing. So when I got to the spot that I wanted to fish, I'm an inlet kind of guy. I like right now we have it's a 2 tide day. So right now it's an incoming tide. It's really strong right now. So on that inlet that I was fishing, I can't get on the other side, which is where I really want to be. So I figured out a way to, kind of bounce it, throw it up current, let it drift down with the flicker fluke. Obviously, I'm using the Plum Crazy now. I was using the chartreuse flash. I might switch back to chartreuse flash if I don't catch anything on this one soon. But I was just basically throwing it with the current. And typically in the summertime, I work my lures a little faster, which, the flicker fluke, I jerk it a lot more. Well, today I was finding that when I would throw it out and just kind of let it sit for a minute, float down to the bottom, and then just really, really subtle twitches. Not jerking it, just little small, barely lifting the rod up. And sometimes I would lift the rod up and there would be a trout on it. I caught 2 smaller trout, just under 15. So I'm guessing that this place is gonna hold trout. It's just gonna be is it gonna have big ones on tournament day? Big enough. I got one that's 18 and a half and one that's about 17, 16 and a half. So those 2, I wouldn't be ashamed to bring those in, but after those 2, it kind of seems like they're starting to be more schooly sized trout. So hopefully on tournament day there'll be some there that that'll be worth something for me. But no matter what, I mean, if the conditions ain't right, this is a pretty good little pedal. So I don't know if I would even be able to make it out here if I have a really strong southeast wind. It would be a really hard place to get to. So weather permitting, this is probably where I'll be on tournament day. But anyway, we found some, and what I really wanted to talk about was changing your don't think that there's one way to work a lure, because in the lights I reel this flicker fluke, I reel it so fast that it basically skips across the top of the water and I catch fish on it like that. Out here today, I was throwing it, a little trout right there, but I was throwing it at first and just kind of fast, not really fast like in the lights, but faster twitching it. And then I threw it out and let it sit for a minute, got my first hit. So I did it again, got another hit. And then I caught 4 fish doing it that way. So that's how I've been fishing ever since. And I don't know, maybe I need to swap it up. Maybe they're wanting it a little faster now, or maybe the bite just completely turned off. I mean, the Lunier is saying today is a horrible day to go fishing, and it hasn't been for me, obviously. I mean, I've caught 5 fish, been out here since about 7:30. It's 10 o'clock now, so 3.5 hours. I've caught 5 fish. It's not great, but it's not horrible either. I've had days, it's not a skunk day, obviously, but it's not the best day I've ever had. But to be in a new area, and I'm still seeing stuff popping, so maybe I need to throw out right here. But to be in a new area, this is literally my first time ever fishing this spot. I just saw it, talked to a couple people about it, saw it, and today decided to go out and try it. And I'm not disappointed. So if I get another chance before the tournament, I'm gonna come out here one more time. I didn't want to keep these two fish, but they both choked it. Like one of them still got a lure in their throat. But yeah, on tournament day, I mean, who knows? This might be some spot that's really, really popular on weekends. I don't know. So this is a Tuesday. I haven't fished it on a weekend. So I need to get out here on a weekend and see if this is a popular spot or not, if I need to even worry about coming here on the weekend of the tournament, because ain't no good to come out here, because it's literally kind of you come all the way out here and somebody's on it, you've wasted a quarter of your day anyway, because it's about a 20-minute pedal out. So, but just wanted to update y'all. And here's another thing. So it's a really deep trough that I'm fishing, really, really deep. I'm guessing, I don't know, I put my pole in the water and never touched the bottom all the way up close to my reel. So, and my rod's 7 foot. So I'm guessing this is possibly, it's over 7 foot. So what I noticed is when I threw it out where I would think the deepest part of it would be, I wasn't getting any bites. But whenever I would start working it back towards me, I was getting bites at one pretty much specific area. And after I figured that out, I started casting a little bit closer to where I was, and I believe that's where it's rising up. So I'm thinking that these fish are sitting on a little bit of a flat, or they're sitting on the ledge of they're sitting on the ledge of that drop, and because they weren't really in the bottom of it, it was more or less, with this incoming tide, it was like they were sitting on the side of the drop and waiting on stuff to come by, and they were hitting it there. So I really think I got something figured out, hopefully, for the tournament. A lot of big mullet around me right now, but I think I got something figured out for the tournament. There's no telling. We'll see. Fishing's fishing. I mean, I can find them all the way up to the day before the tournament. I mean, I've seen plenty of people do it day after, day before, catch a lot of stuff, get confident, really think you're on them. Tournament day, nothing. And then you go back out the next day and they're back. I mean, it's just one of those things where, yeah, fish are gonna be there. And that's what you gotta look for as a tournament angler. Are the fish gonna be there? Or is there a possibility for fish to be there? And I would say yes. In this case, yes. I mean, it's not a dead spot. It's definitely a spot that fish should be there and could be there. But on tournament day, we have to go see if they are and if they're quality. I mean, we could get out there and it'd be a bunch of small ones that day. So if you ever have a bad tournament, don't think that you just suck at tournament fishing. Just know that it's really one of those things that you want to be on the fish, you want to be around the fish. But if you're a good angler, good fisherman, if you have a bad tournament, that doesn't mean that you're not a good angler or good fisherman. That just means that you had a bad day. So, I mean, look at me. I can go out and catch limits in my area, in the spot that I'm at all the time, of reds, and I haven't brought in 2 reds in either one of the redfish tournaments that I entered. I ended up winning the trout side pot. So, I mean, but any other day, it seems like I can go out and catch a limit of reds. So if you're getting into tournament fishing, thinking about tournament fishing, and don't think that if you're on fish, bro, or ladies, if you're on fish, take your chance, man, because it's really, honestly, it's not something that you can predict that you're gonna catch so many. I mean, you're hoping that your assumptions are right and that you're reading the water right and everything else, and that's what, and you can put together a good day. But there's no guarantees in fishing, so don't get discouraged if you don't do good in your first tournament. Just know that your time will come. Keep your head up, keep pushing.